Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Jagannath Jai Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jai Jagannath Jai Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me Jayo Radha Vallabha Sri Radhe Vallabha Sri Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Sri Radhe Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Sri Radhe Jaya Giri Govardhan 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 Jayo Nitai Doyal Jayo Nimai Sundar Jayo Sundar Nimai Jayo Nitai Doyal Jayo Nitai Doyal Jayo Nimai Sundar Jayo Sundar Nimai Jayo Nitai Doyal Jayo Laddu Gopal Jayo Laddu Gopal Jayo Laddu Gopal Jayo Laddu Gopal Laddu Gopal Jayo Laddu Gopal Jayo Laddu Gopal Jayo Laddu Gopal Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Pada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Srila Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Srila Guru Deva Grandhara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udhirayet Srinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Udayantasto Bhadrani Vidurnoti Suhusatam Nasta Prayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are in Canto 10, Chapter 8. Lord Krishna shows the universal form within his mouth. Text number 34. Is that 34? Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Adantatman. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhavan Bhaksitvan Rahaha. Bhaksitvan Rahaha. Bhavan Bhaksitvan Rahaha. Bhaksitvan Raha. Vadanti tavakahi ete. Titavakahi ete. Kumaraste grajopiyayam. Raste grajopiyayam. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhavan Bhaksitvan Rahaha. Vadanti tavakahi ete. Kumaraste agrajapiyayam. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhagwan Bhaksitvan Rahaham. Bhavanti Tavakahi ete. Kumaraste Jagrajopyayam. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhavan Bhaksitavan Rahaham. Vadhanti Tavakahi ete. Kumaraste grajopyayam. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhavan Bhaksitavan Raham. Vadhanti Tavakahi ete. Kumaraste agrajopyayam. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhavan Bhaksitavan Raham. Vadanti Tavakahi ete. Kumaraste agrajopyayam. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhavan Bhaksitavan Raham. Vadanti Tavakahi ete. Kumaraste agrajopyayam. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhaksitivan Raham. Vadanti Tavakahi ete. Kumaraste agrajopyayam. Kasman Vrutam Adantatman. Bhavan Bhaksitavan Raham. Vadanti Tavakahi ete. Kumaraste agrajopyayam. Word-to-word meaning and translation purport by His Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīmad Prabhupada ki jai. Kasmad, why? Mrudam, dirt. Adanta Atman, you restless boy. Bhavan, you, Bhaksitavan, have eaten. Rahaha, in a solitary place. Vadanti, are lodging this complaint. Tavakaha, your friends and playmates. He, indeed, ete, all of them. Kumaraha, boys. Te, your. Agrajaha, older brother. Api, also confirms, I am this. Dear Krishna, why are you so restless that you have eaten dirt in a solitary place? This complaint has been lodged against you by all your playmates, including your elder brother Balrama. How is this? Mother Yashoda was agitated by Krishna's restless behavior. Her house was full of sweetmeats. Why then should the restless boy eat dirt in a solitary place? Krishna replied, My dear mother, they have plotted together and lodged a complaint against me, so that you will punish me. My elder brother Balrama has joined them. Actually, I have not done this. Take my words as true. Do not be angry and chastise me. Om Jnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam. Dear Krishna, why are you so restless that you have eaten dirt in a solitary place? This complaint has been lodged against you by all your playmates, including your elder brother Balrama. How is this? I think this must be the experience of every parent, that your child, when at that age, 2 years, 3 years, they go into some secluded place and then try to eat something which is not supposed to be done. And no wonder pharmacists sell the anti-worm chocolate in big quantity amongst various drugs they sell, because they know that the children eat dirt and then that's a cause for worms in the body. Or they say that because there is irritation that the children trying to eat that dirt, and as a consequence of that you are required to give them anti-worm tablets or chocolates. So let's go back a bit into this chapter from the beginning. We find that the Garga Muni was inspired by Vasudeva to give names to Krishna and Balram. And after the naming ceremony, we find that the children have started growing up, and we find children, both Balram and Krishna, they are making a lot of naughty things, like stealing butter, stealing yogurt, pinching children, leaving the calves to the cows. And typical, that's a Vedic culture actually. Before you milk the cow, you leave the calf so that the cow takes as much milk as required. And then you still find by the Lord's arrangement, milk is enough available for human consumption. But these days, that concept has disappeared. So therefore, we find that hardly the calf is given any milk, and much of the milk is taken by human consumption. So once Gaurav Prabhu of Mother Cow Dairy, he said that because they allow their calves to have enough milk, their milk is very expensive. They get very little milk for human consumption, and therefore their milk is expensive compared to the milk sold in the market, because elsewhere the calves are given very little milk, much of it is meant for human consumption. And then from there we find the naughtiness continues in terms of holding on to the tail and then chasing, or the calf getting scared and then dragging both Krishna and Balram. So those activities are continuing, and now we find, and when these activities are happening, the gopis are complaining against Krishna that he is stealing our butter, he is stealing our yogurt, he is not allowing us to milk cows and so on. But Mother Yashoda takes it as normal, and she does not chastise Krishna. So now we find that Krishna is once again playing another tantrum. And in this tantrum, he says that he has eaten dirt. And dirt, so therefore it is said, Krishna has eaten that mridam, dirt, adantatman. So when he has eaten dirt, Mother Yashoda says that you are adantatman, that is, you are restless boy. Why did you eat, Bhaksitwan, have eaten the dirt in a solitary place? And we find that when we look at the pastime, Mother Yashoda is having a Vatsalya Bhav. And in Vatsalya Bhav, what are the qualities mentioned by Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu? I was trying to read that verse, so therefore, in that verse, it is said that Atha Vatsalyam Guravo hi Hare Asya Te Puja iti Vistuta Anugraha Maitesham Ratir Vatsalyam Uchate Idam Lalana Bhavishasis Chibuka Sparshanadi Krit. So here we find those persons whose rati identifies them as superiors to the Lord are known as puja, worthy of respect or elders. Their rati, which gives mercy to Krishna, is called Vatsalya or Vatsala. In this rati, there is protecting Krishna, blessing him, kissing him, and touching him. So this is how a mother, or in a Vatsalya Bhav, the parent feels. And in that we find that the parent thinks that I am responsible for the child. Although Krishna is the Supreme Lord, but in the parental love, mother feels that she is responsible for the child. And therefore, anugraha, the protection, affection appears, that Krishna needs my care. I must protect him. No harm should come to him. Therefore, since no harm should come to him, that feeling is there in Mother Yashoda. What does she do? She tells the Gopas that you take care, you observe what Krishna is doing. And equally to Balram, she says that take care of Krishna, because you are the elder brother, you are powerful, you should give the protection. This is the typical behavior of a mother. I'm sure those of you have got more than one kid, you would tell the eldest one to take care of the younger one, we are going out. So it's the same, because this is like a Naralila. Parents, Mother Yashoda does not think that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And why does it happen? It happens because of the extreme love, that parental love, the Vatsalya Bhav. In that Vatsalya Bhav, the consciousness of Krishna as a Supreme Lord shrinks. The consciousness of the Supreme Lord shrinks to a baby, and therefore Lord does not think that he is the Lord. He is thinking that he is only a small child. So therefore it is not fictitiously, is artificially acting as if he is a child. He is a child. He is feeling as a child, not feeling, he is a child, and therefore as a child he is doing these activities, which is bewildering to an outsider. How a Supreme Lord behaves like a child because of the extreme love displayed by the parents. And we can find this even, for example, if you take in the material world, we want to relate to this pastime. When Modi as a Prime Minister visited his mother, mother never thought Modi as the Prime Minister. She made him sit on the floor, and like before, she prepared chai or tea and gave it to Modi. Modi did not think that I am the Prime Minister and therefore how come that my mother is making me sit on the floor, and then with the small simple pot she's making tea and giving me in a cup. Because the relationship between the mother and the son, it overpowers the Aishwarya. So therefore we find that Modi as a person was willing to take that willingness of the relationship, and therefore he experienced the love given by his mother. So similarly here also we find that Krishna's consciousness shrinks, and in that shrunken consciousness, Krishna as a baby in the Naralila is doing the tantrums which normally a baby does. And when he is doing those tantrums, how does mother reciprocate? He says, you are Adanta Atma, that you are such a restless child. And not only are restless, you are eating dirt and going into a secluded place. So therefore, Krishna, as mother, she wants to protect the child. And as a second characteristic of Vatsalya Bhav is Lalana, nurturing. So therefore, she wants to feed him, she wants to bathe him, she wants to dress him, put him to sleep, and apart from that, another character is to teach him that tomorrow, if he continues to behave this with the naughty behavior, then what is that he's going to do in life? As a parent, she is concerned. Therefore, we try, as parents, we also equally tell our children, don't do this, don't do this. Many a time the children hear the don'ts many times rather than you do this. So therefore, Mother Yashoda also is showing the same behavior. The third characteristic is Bhavyasiha, or blessing him. May you live long. May you always be safe. And in order to do that, what has she done? She has placed Balram to take care of Krishna. And equally, like Jasus, she has requested the Gopas to see and observe what Krishna is doing, and if he is doing any naughty things, come and tell him. It's like, if you look at Chanakya Niti, Chanakya also, he posts somebody to get the message, but then it's not that he posts only one person. On that person, there's another person looking after him. And on the second person, there's a third person who looks after the second guy. So in that way, he ensures that whatever feedback he's getting from the front line, it is secured, authentic, and equally, they do not deceive him. So something similar to that you find here. Mother Yashoda is also telling not one child, but more than one child to look after Krishna so that she gets authentic information. At the same time, telling Balram to give the protection to Krishna. Now from in Madhya Leela 19.228, it says, Apanare palaka jnana Krishna palya jnana chari gune vatsalya rasa amruta samana. That the feeling is palaka jnana, the notion of a caretaker. The mother feels that she is the caretaker. And palya as an object of protection, that Krishna needs my protection. So therefore, the translation given by Prabhupada, on the platform of parental love, the devotee considers himself the Lord's maintainer. Thus, the Lord is the object of maintenance like a son, and therefore, this mellow is full of the qualities of four rasas, the Shantarasa, the Dasyarasa, fraternity, and parental love. This is more transcendental nectar. Now, from the Gopa's perspective, what is their relationship is a Sakhya. Now, Rupa Goswami gives the definition for the Sakhya Bhav in BRS 3.3.10. Atasthāyi vimukta sambhrama yasyad vrishambhatma ratirdvayo prayaha samanayor atra sa sakhyasthāyi shabdhabhak. Translation given. Now the permanent emotion, that sthāyi bhav, that rati which is free from reverential awe. So the Gopas do not think that he is a supreme Lord, reverent, so that is absent the reverential awe, which is vimukta sambhrama, and whose very nature is intimate confidence. That word Vishambha, it says that they have that intimacy with the Supreme Lord between two persons. So therefore it is called, generally equal, is called the Sthāyi Bhav or of the Sakhyaras. Continuing that in 106, what is that Vishambha? Vishambho Gada Vishwasa Visesho Yantrak Nojita Esha Sakhya Ratir Vriddhim Gachanti Pranaya Kramat Prema Snehas Tata Raga Iti Pancha Bidhodita. Vishambha is a special kind of deep confidence, which means it is Gada Vishwasa, that there is a Gada Vishwasa between two friends, between Gopas and Krishna, which is very rare in the material world. If you can find at least one person in your life in whom you can have total confidence, that you can be free and then you can exchange your personal details, then I would say that you are most fortunate in the material world. I'm not sure how many of you are so fortunate that you have at least one person in your life, apart from your partner, with whom you can share your personal details with. Because completely free from restraint or inhibition, yantra no jityaha, so that without any inhibition, this Sakhya gradually develops into pranaya, prema, sneha, and raga, attachment. Thus, it is described as having 5 progressive stages. So, the characteristics are further given. What it means is that the relationship between the Gopas and Krishna is so intimate, so confidential, that they don't think that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Although they know that he is the Supreme Lord, but that affection in that Sakhya ras, it overpowers them, and therefore they feel that he is our friend. And as a friend, what do? We exchange, we fight, we smile, we joke, and if need be, we protect the child as well. So therefore, Krishna, Mother Yashoda tells Gopa that take care of him, and if he's doing any naughty business, then come back and then report to me. Therefore, she can chastise. And hence, here Mother Yashoda is saying that why are you doing that restless behavior? As if we don't have any sweets at home. As if we don't have any sweets at home. And we find our children also do the same thing. You have your sweets, you have your toffees, you have other things, but the child is not interested in them. The child wants to take something else which is not supposed to be taken, and the parent feels angry. The mothers feel angry and they try to chastise the child. Have you done that to your child? Have you done to your child? Okay. Yeah, we all do this. This is the experience of every parent. And this is possible only when you have that extreme love for the child. It is not possible otherwise. Therefore, in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, 10th canto, 14th chapter, 3, I'll not read the Sanskrit part, I'll just read the translation, where it says, Ajita Jito, that is, someone who cannot be conquered is conquered by how? Those he, even while remaining situated in their established social positions, throw away the process of speculative knowledge and with their body, words, and mind offer all respective descriptions of your personality and activities, dedicating their lives to their narrations, which are vibrated by you personally and by your pure devotees, certainly conquer your lordship. Although otherwise you are unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds. So no one can conquer the Supreme Lord except a pure devotee. And the pure devotee understands the relationship with the Supreme Lord in one of the five relationships, and in that relationship he serves the Lord. And it's continued in 11.14.20. It says that, my dear Uddhava, the unalloyed devotional service rendered to me by my devotees brings me under their control. I cannot be thus controlled by those engaged in mystic yoga, Sankhya philosophy, pious work, Vedic study, austerity, or renunciation. None of them can bring the Lord under their control. But it's only pure devotional service makes the Lord under their control. And therefore, what is that we are supposed to do? Perform devotional act. What is that we are trying to learn from these verses? That if we can perform pure devotional service to the Lord, then Lord reciprocates. Lord, in exchange, comes under. It's not that He should come under our control, but then you can relate to Him either as a servitor or as a friend or as a parent or a conjugal relationship. And equally from Bhagavad Gita 11.53, he says, Naham vede na tapasa na dhanena na chaya yajya sakya evam vidho drishtam drishtvan asimam yatha. That the form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am. And Krishna continues 54, Bhaktyatva ananya sakhya aham evam vidho arjuna Gnatam drishtam cha tatvena praveshtam cha parantapa. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way you can enter into the mysteries of my understanding. So Krishna can be known only by devotional service, not otherwise. And we find similarly from Ramayana also. If once we were hearing a lecture on Ramayana long back, and in that lecture the Swamiji was saying that Dasharatha is sitting on the throne, and then he observes Lord Ramachandra. He was sitting there, and then Dasharatha Maharaj says to Ramachandra, please come towards me. So Lord Rama is an obedient son. He walks towards the father, Dasharatha Maharaj. And then Dasharatha says, please go back. So once again, Lord Rama goes back to his chair, and sits on the chair. Then father says, please come once again. So again Lord Ramchandra is walking toward Dasaratha Maharaj. Then Dasaratha Maharaj says, please go back. So again Ramchandra goes back to his seat. Third time says, please Rama, come towards me. And then Rama comes toward Dasaratha Maharaj and he says, now you can go back to your seat, and goes back. And the Swami says, why Dasaratha Maharaj is saying this to Ramachandra is because Dasaratha Maharaj wants to see how beautiful his son is. He does not think that the son is the Lord, and therefore is instructing him, please come towards me. So he can see how Lord Ramchandra is walking towards him, that walking with both the hands and the shoulders, his beautiful face, and the way he walks. We can observe even the material world. Somebody is walking, you feel, wow, what a beautiful way this person is walking. I don't know how many of you have observed, if you are moving, or if you are on the Swanson Street or elsewhere, you find some people, they really walk so nicely. It's appealing to us. It's not that they are doing artificially, it is natural for them. So equally here, Dasaratha Maharaj is enjoying the beauty of Lord Ramchandra, and he says, please come and go, come and go, come and go. Think for a moment, you tell this to your child. You tell this to a child. I'm sure the child starts yelling at us. But Lord Ramchandra, he is like an obedient son. He is walking towards Dasaratha Maharaj and then quietly going back, giving pleasure to Dasaratha Maharaj. There also Ramchandra, he never thinks that he is the Supreme Lord. He is a Naralila. And there we find that once Vishwamitra comes to Dasaratha Maharaj and says that we are being troubled by the demons, and I want your son Ramachandra to be sent along with me so that the demons can be chastised, so the demons can be killed. Then what does Lord Ramchandra, Dasaratha Maharaj say at that time? Una sodasa varsho me Ramo rajiva lochana na yuddha yogyatam asya pasyami sarakshasai. Una sodasa, that he is less than 16 years, and Rajiva Lochana, this lotus-eyed one, Ramachandra, Yuddha Yogyatam. Yogyata is somebody who is not qualified, somebody who is not fit enough to fight. So therefore, Yuddha Yogyatam, he can't fight because he's just a 16 years old baby. For a parent, a 16 years old baby, because what was the age of Dasaratha Maharaj at that time? I think Lord Ramchandra appeared in his life after a very, very long time. And in those days, they used to live for hundreds of years. So there was a huge gap between Dasaratha Maharaj's age and Lord Ramchandra. So therefore, Dasaratha Maharaj felt that Ramchandra is such a tender boy, lotus-eyed, and Yuddha Yogyatam. He is not qualified to fight. And how can he fight with the Rakshasas, the demons? So therefore, what does he say? I can't send my child. That's the time when Vishwamitra becomes very angry. And he says that, I have come here, you have promised me to give your son, but you are refusing. Then we find Vasishtha Mahamuni intervenes and says that don't take that Vishwamitra cannot by himself kill the demons. There is a higher purpose. Please allow Lord Ramchandra to accompany Vishwamitra. So once again we find that the parental affection of Dasaratha Maharaj overpowers the understanding that Lord Ramchandra is a supreme Lord. He thinks that is only his tender child, and therefore he cannot allow the tender child to be sent to the war front or to fight with the demons. So time and again we find in these pastimes, and Vishwamitra takes Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman after Dasharatha Maharaj was not willing to give, but he said, okay, finally, at the advice of Guru Maharaj, he says, fine, you can take. And they walk throughout the day and reach the night time. And at that time, they go to sleep, because night time they go to sleep. And next day morning, Vishwamitra equally knows that Lord Ramchandra is the Supreme Lord. But yet, what does he say? Kausalya supraja rama purva sandhya pravartate uttishta narasardula kartavyam daivam anikam. So he is telling Lord Ramchandra, Uttishta, please get up. O Rama, O noble son of Kausalya, the morning twilight is appearing in the east. Rise, Narasa Sardula, that is, you are the tiger among men. Please get up to perform your divine rituals. So once again we can see the relationship between Vishwamitra and Lord Ramchandra, that although Vishwamitra knows that is the Lord, but to take care of the children, he says, please get up, Lord Ramchandra, and perform your divine activities. And equally, this is a lesson for us that we are supposed to get up early in the morning and perform our divine activities or transcendental activities. That promotes us from whatever platform we are to the highest platform in terms of following the regulatory principles and doing the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are required to perform the austerities. So yesterday Govindas Prabhu was saying that he heard in another ashram one devotee, brahmachari, he was performing various spiritual activities, but in between he wanted to take some rest, or he wanted to feel some relaxation, so he was playing with the phone or game. So that reminded me that somebody is performing activity grudgingly, or grudgingly performing your 4 regulatory principles is considered as austerity, but willingly performing those 4 regulatory activities is the higher taste. So whether we are doing the austerity or the highest taste depends on the attitude, whether you're doing grudgingly or you're doing willingly. So suddenly when I was hearing Prabhu's class, and then I said, wow, I think this is what it is. I don't know whether you had anything else. Or, so coming back, so what we see here is that mother is taking care of her son, and therefore as part of that relationship, she is required to chastise the child when the child is misbehaving. So therefore, she does not hesitate to call him as Adantatman, that you. So in the first, what do you call in English? That in the first gender, or she is saying that you are so restless. How dare a person can say to the Supreme Lord that you are restless? Well, either a demon can say that, or a devotee can say that. Because demon, when he says that, he knows what happens to the demon. But here the Supreme, when a pure devotee says that, then Krishna, he says, well, I am restless, and there's a reason why I'm restless. And I think that gets unfolded in the subsequent verses, why Krishna was showing this leela of restlessness, and instead of eating sweetmeats, he was eating dirt. Yeah, any question or a comment before? I thought today is the written Rath Yatra, and maybe we can speak few words about written Rath Yatra. But before we speak that, any question or any comment? Anyone, any question, any comment? Okay, before we look into today's written Rath Yatra, I thought let's do some prayers to Lord Jagannath, Lord Baladev, Mother Subhadra Devi, and Sudarshan Chakra. We find there are many prayers available in the Vedic literature, and I'm sure all of you would have seen Geo's publication by Madhananda Prabhu. There they have compiled, I think, 2 or 3 volumes on Lord Jagannath, on Mahaprasadam Lord Jagannath. And there we find prayers are given. But I thought those prayers were really complicated, the way the prayer was given. So I heard once Nitai Sevani Mataji reciting a prayer. Then I felt that this prayer is very simple. And therefore, I thought, let us recite this prayer. Sri Jagannatha Pranama. Deva Deva Jagannatha Prapannarthi Vinashana Trahimam Pundarikaksha Patitam Bhavasagare. O Lord of Lords, O Lord of the universe, O destroyer of the distress of those who have surrendered unto you, O lotus-eyed Lord, please rescue me, who have fallen into the ocean of material existence. Subhadra Devi Pranama. Jaya Devi Bhaktidatri Prasida Parameshwari Jaya Devi Subhadre Tvam Sarvesham Bhadradaini. All glories to you, O goddesses, the bestower of devotion. O Supreme Lady, kindly be merciful to me. All glories to you, O Subhadra Devi. You grant auspiciousness and welfare to everyone. Baladeva Pranama. Namaste Halagrama, Namaste Mausalayudha, Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, O wielder of the plough. I offer my obeisance unto you, O bearer of the club. I offer my obeisance unto you, the beloved husband of Revati. I offer my obeisance unto you, who are always affectionate to your devotees. Sudarshana Chakra Pranama. Sudarshana Mahajwala Koti Surya Samaprabha Ajnanandasya Me Nityam Vishnu Margam Pradarshaya. O Sudarshana, whose blazing effulgence is immense, whose splendor is equal to millions of suns, I am blinded by the darkness of ignorance. Please show me the path to Vaikuntha, the eternal abode of Lord Vishnu. So with these humble prayers, let us try to understand the pastime of the written yatra. I think many devotees from Melbourne are in Puri Jagannath today to participate in written Rath Yatra as well. Few have gone for the first Rath Yatra, and today is the written Rath Yatra. And the written Rath Yatra is called, Bahuda Yatra. Bahuda in, I think, Oriental language is written. It's interesting that if you know that the Rath Yatra takes place from Nilachal, the temple, to Gundicha temple. Now the Nilachal temple is considered to be the Aishwarya, and the Gundicha temple is representing the Vrindavan. So therefore, we find that Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Maiya, they come only once in a year to Gundicha temple. And the rest of the time they are only in the Neelachal temple. And before they come to, they are invited to or dragged to pull to Gundicha temple, the Gundicha temple is cleansed or is cleaned thoroughly. And who does the cleaning? Who does the cleaning? By Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, along with his 200 or 300 disciples. It's interesting that when we meet the Supreme Lord, what is that we want? Dhanam, dhanyam, we want money, wealth, and such opulences. But here the devotee, what is that the Lord giving to the devotees? A broom. He is not giving money, he is not giving wealth, rather he is giving the broom and says, please clean the Gundicha temple. And by cleaning that Gundicha temple, in a way, we are trying to clean our own heart of all the anarthas, and hence the Lord can be invited into our heart. And here also we have the Gundicha Marjana every day. A devotee has taken the responsibility to clean the temple so that it's speck and clean in the temple. So we find that the devotees are all given, and the Lord is so enthusiastic in cleaning. It is said that the amount of dirt piled by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone is manifold than the dust collected by the 200, 300 devotees together. It's as if Lord is cleaning with multiple hands, hundreds of hands it is said, and therefore a huge pile of dirt is on the side of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and a small pile of dirt is in the devotees all put together. So the cleaning takes place and the chariot is pulled from the Neelachal temple to the Gundicha temple. And that time what happens? So we find, if you go through the book written by Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Maharaj on the embankment of separation. Has anyone read this book? I did not read the original book, but I have read the excerpts given from Embankment of Separation in the Geo publication by Madhanda Prabhu. Because Madhanda Prabhu is a disciple of Gaura Govind Maharaj, and therefore it's not that because of that, but Govind Maharaj is an exalted personality. And there we find, he says that Aishwarya Madhurya Yugala Milan. It is the Aishwarya and Madhurya, they meet. Normally we find when there is Aishwarya, the love gets, it is not that fully experienced, but in this case, he said that that's not true. Puri, or that place is such that although there is a milan of Aishwarya and Madhurya, there is no sankuchita, or there is no shrinkage of that love between the devotees and the Supreme Lord. And it is said that the Lord is given, actually there is a marriage which takes place between Lord Jagannath and Lakshmi Devi. It is a representation of Rukmini marriage to Lord Krishna. So therefore that is done, the marriage takes place, and after the marriage they do the Snana Yatra or Snana Purnima, when the Lord Jagannath is given bathing in with using hundreds of pots. As a consequence of that, what happened? Lord Jagannath feels, or Lord Jaldrath, Balram, they all feel sick. Lakshmi Devi is concert, a faithful concert, and therefore without sleeping for the 15 days, she serves Lord Jagannath. after 15 days, Mother Lakshmi Devi, tired, goes to sleep. And that's the time when what Lord Jagannath does is, he takes out his piece of what he was tied to Lakshmi Devi, and then he quietly goes to Gundicha temple. So therefore, when Lakshmi Devi wakes up, she is furious. I have served the Lord so faithfully, and he has taken Baladeva, he has taken even Subhadra Devi, but he has not taken me as his wife. I am so faithful to him. But there's a reason why it is said that Lakshmi Devi was not taken by Jagannath to Gundicha. There are, I think, 2-3 reasons are given. One reason is Lakshmi Devi's Aishwarya, whereas Gundicha, representing Vrindavan, is Madhurya. And Lakshmi Devi, she has, they say, Acharya said that she has got sense of pride, that I am wealthy. So therefore, that with that pride, one cannot enter into Vrindavan. So therefore, she is not taken by Lord Jagannath. And equally, I was thinking, but we don't find Lakshmi Devi on the altar along with Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Maiya. If you go to Puri temple, it is said that, there is the marriage taking place between Jagannath and Lakshmi Devi, but Lakshmi Devi is not on the altar. Here we don't have Lakshmi on the altar, nor in Puri, Lakshmi Devi is not on the altar. I was wondering why Lakshmi Devi is not on the altar, and where is she? How is the marriage taking place? Has anyone recently been to Puri? You were there last year. Did you find Lakshmi Devi's temple there? Outside the main temple, Lakshmi Devi is there. And it is said why Lakshmi Devi is not on the altar is because it's a culture in Orissa where the wife of the younger brother cannot be along when the elder brother is there. So when the Lord Balram is there, Lakshmi Devi cannot be on the same altar. So therefore there's a separate temple within the Puri. So that's a culture. So so here we find that Lakshmi Devi becomes angry that she was not taken, although she has served Lord Jagannath so well. And so what happens? She is informed by her servants, her friends, that he left her and he is in Gundicha. So she comes to, that's called Hira Panchami, the 5th day. Hira is to see, Panchami is 5 days. So on the 5th day, Lakshmi Devi, carried on the palanquin by her servants, she comes to Gundicha temple, where she finds the chariot and Lord Jagannath being inside the Gundicha temple. She is not allowed to go inside the Gundicha temple. And she becomes angry with the servants. What do? They try to break the chariot. It's a anger displayed by Lakshmi Devi and her servant that you are not allowing us to enter the Gundicha temple. And then she returns back. Then she meets Bimala Devi, who is... Sorry. So Bimala Devi, and Bimala Devi says that, I'll give you some special powder. And when you meet the Lord, you spray the powder on the Lord, then the Lord becomes favorable to you. He'll listen to you. So therefore, she takes that powder, and then when she sees Lord Jagannath, she sprays that powder on him, and then without talking, she returns back to her temple, or she goes back to Nilachal once again. So that's the time when now Jagannath knows that she is very angry. So from Gundicha temple, now Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Maiya and Balram, they are going towards the Nilachal temple or going back to their place, which is the Dwaraka, or you can say that Nilachal temple. And as they are trying to enter, Mother Lakshmi Devi does not allow them to enter. She allows only Lord Balaram and Mother Subhadra Devi. But before they enter, that's the time when it is said that they are so opulently dressed with gold and jewelry, it sums up to almost 1 ton of gold, I believe. Do they do that even today? Sorry? Yeah. But they said it's 1 ton of gold. I was wondering, if there's 1 ton of gold, how much security should be there to protect that 1 ton of gold with so many people around. Anyway, so that's what they say, that it's 1 ton of gold, and with that they try to enter the temple, but Lakshmi Devi allows only Lord Balram and Mother Subhadra Devi to enter the temple, but not Lord Jagannath. So then there should be a mediator in between. Who is the mediator? It's the king who functions as a mediator between Lakshmi Devi and Lord Jagannath. So he tries to mediate between them, and then he consoles, well, Lord Jagannath really loves you, so therefore you should allow him to come back home. So this is the return journey, that is from Gundicha temple, Lord Jagannath, Lord Balram and Mother Subhadra Devi returning back to Nilachal temple is the today's journey. And there are interesting pastimes there where how Lakshmi Devi invites them, and how we find that Bimla Devi helps Lakshmi Devi to bring Lord Jagannath under control, and then how the negotiations are done by the king so that there's a reconciliation between Lord Jagannath and Lakshmi Devi. Yeah, this is today's journey, and generally it is said that it is the mood of Gaudiya Sampradaya is to pull the chariot from the Nilachal temple to Gundicha temple. The other way around, pulling the chariot from Gundicha temple to Nilachal temple is not encouraged. I'm not sure whether you want to make a comment on that. Okay. Sorry, Mataji? It's 8th day, Mataji. Today is the 8th day, the return. Oh, why Lakshmi Devi? One reason is that she is in opulence. So therefore she is not allowed to come. The second is the cultural reason. Culturally, you find that the wife of the younger brother does not stay in proximity of the elder brother. It's out of respect, because Lord Baldev is there, so therefore in his presence she can't be there. Typically they put the sari on the head cover, and then they stay behind the husband, but not along with the husband when husband elder brother is there. Did I give the third reason? No, the other two reasons generally it is given. Yeah, but that's not a cultural reason. That is an external reason, that she is not allowed to come to, because she is, the Pandas don't, rather, the servants of Balram, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Maya, they don't allow Lakshmi Devi to come there because Lord Jagannath says that she should not be allowed.
She's tired after 15 days, 40 servings, so she needs to rest.
Well, that is not the reason. She said that I have done so much of service to Lord Jagannath, and yet he left me, and then he has taken his younger sister Subhadra, but not me. This is typically the ladies how they say that even in typical Indian culture, the wife always says that, say, look at me. After marriage, I'm supposed to be given prominence, but I'm not given prominence. It is his sister who is in the forefront. It's a cultural aspect of, but that's a rasa here. Does that answer your question, Mataji? What is Mataji? I thought it's only two reasons. The third reason, like Prabhu is mentioning, that the servants of Jagannath do not allow Mother Lakshmi Devi to come because Jagannath said that don't allow her. Don't allow her. Yeah. So that the time that she becomes angry and they try to break the chariot of Lord Jagannath. So part of the chariot is broken, I believe. I do not know how far they do these days, but that's the Leela there. Any questions? Grandharaj Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vancha kalpatarubhischa kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Adi Puri